mathematics there. And this man was saying, sir, all my life I have been trying to do it on my birth, I have not been able to do it. Then this boy, he can't do it on mine. So I told the boy, do it on his. So he told his birthday. This boy sat there, in 2 minutes he threw it and said, this here is yours. Now TED has taken him to Delhi. Last week he was in TEDx in Delhi. And then American mathematician caught him there. And you can now go to YouTube and say, TEDx, Raghavendra Bhatt, and see. He just say, what's your date of birth, sir? He'll do. Now, he didn't learn your conventional a plus b whole squared, a squared, b squared, 2ab, blah, 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 nothing. Ramanujam didn't study mathematics. There is a professor of mathematics who is the president of the International Nonlinear Mathematics Society, Dr. Lakshmi Kantam. He was a peon in the Nizam's college because he didn't have money to go to school. And he was a Brahmin, he was not getting a job. And he told his English headmaster after 4 years, sir, can I sit the matriculation exam? He said, hey, you have not gone to school. He said, one condition, sir, if I get the first rank and the best mark, you give me SLC, matriculation. Those days, Britishers had thought. So he said, okay. He passed his matriculation. Then he said, you can't be a peon. Now you become an attender in the college, Nizam's college. After 4 years, he told the principal of the college, sir, can I sit a BA in mathematics? His BA paper was so good that MIT told, this boy can come here. We will give him all the money. He did his PhD in MIT, became professor of mathematics in MIT. Most professors of mathematics in America are his students. Then he retired. FIT took him, Florida Institute of Technology, said, you are our professor till you die. So this is, see, your reductionist ideas don't mean much. We must go out and then look. When you look out, you see the whole world is so fascinating, it's so nice. We have to take that, the science, that web around us. I told you fish net, only that size picks it up. And there is a beautiful article by a Nobel laureate physicist, double Nobel laureate physicist. His name is Hans-Peter Dürr, who says, we experience much more than what we can feel. You must read that article. Or his own article is there, free on the internet, called Matter is not made out of matter. Matter is not made out of matter. His name is Hans, H-A-N-S, Peter, P-E-T-R, Dürr, D-U-R-R. He is the emeritus director of Max Planck Institute for the last 40 years. And he has written there, I am a nuclear physicist. My job is to look at matter at its subtlest level. He's doing it for 55 years. Now I have realized there is no matter at all. Thank you.
Excuse me, Professor, I have a question here. I believe that science is not changing every day, but our understanding. Do you agree? Science is not changing every day, but our understanding.
I'll answer that. There was a case in the American federal court between creationists and scientists. The federal court judgment is very nice. It'll answer your question. The judge said, anything which does not changes is not science. And creationism has not changed, so it is not science. But don't fight, because creationism is different, science is different. You go, don't fight. But science has to change. Anything that doesn't change does not become science. Life has to change. You know the definition of life in the dictionary? Ceaseless change till death is life. So ceaseless change is the science. And science is only a method to understand this universe. Science is not an establishment. Science is not a department. Science is just a method. How do we find out? Now you can find a new method. Now you were teaching one method in fish, for example. You find a new method, that's science. So science must change. Otherwise legally it doesn't become science. Very good question. Instead of answering that, I'll give you a reference. Read that. This reference is called Death by Medicine. Write down. Death by. Write down. I'm not joking, but write down. Death by Medicine. Okay? There are 5 authors. First author's name is Gary Null. Gary, G-A-R-Y, N-U-L-L. You don't have to go to the journal because you don't get that journal. It's translational medicine. But you go to Google, this particular article is free. Death by Medicine by Gary Null, which in short tells you the audit of America. IOM, there is a body called Institute of Medicine, like Institute of Chartered Accountants in India. This audits the medical world. It's all government statistics, which shows the leading cause of death in America is the medical establishment. Way down is cancer. Still down is heart attack. One more article I'll give you. Is US medicine the best in the world? Because in India we only have US medicine, no? Whatever US just farts loudly, we follow it. That's US medicine. The article's name is US medicine the best in the world? Did you write it down? No, you have not written down. You are not serious about your question. I'm giving you a serious answer. The author's name is Barbara Starfield. She is the professor of community medicine in Johns Hopkins Medical College. And the journal is JAMA, J-A-M-A, Journal of the American Medical Association. JAMA, year is 2000, semicolon 284, colon 483. Go and read it, free on the internet. Do you know what it says? American medicine is the worst of the 14 industrialized countries. America has too many doctors and most of them are specialists. That's why their health is very bad. Japan is the best because there are very few specialists and most of them are family physicians. There are very few doctors and they live long healthily. Okay? I'll tell you one thing. You asked one question in the other side. You think every ill has a pill, no? There is no pill for every ill, semicolon, but there is an ill following every pill, full stop.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. It's very nice interaction. Some more questions?
Future South with predicting after 100 years what will happen. So do you think after 100 years any doctor like you will be there or only two being also?
Very good question. Very good question. For thousands of years or in another 1,000 years, a doctor is a must, but a good doctor. The latest study now shows, this was done in Oxford, Cambridge, Hamburg and Munich, published in Science, Translation and Medicine, 2011, March 17th. The first author's name is Bingle, which says, it is not the medicine that you give that cures, it is the faith of the patient in the doctor. They gave morphia drip to a patient with cancer pain, but told him, this is not morphia, this is a new vitamin we are giving you. Not one patient had pain relief. Then they ran saline drip, normal saline drip, and told the patients morphia is running 100% pain relief. They did concurrent fMRI to see what is happening to the brain. When the patient believes this doctor is good, and that will, immediately produce powerful painkillers in the forebrain called opioids, which cure. When opium is running and the doctor says it's not opium, nothing happens to the forebrain and nothing happens. So I told you Candace Pert's book called Emotions, and she writes, time will be in the future where instead of reaching to a drug cabinet for a headache, we will sit down and meditate to get to that level of peace where our forebrain produces enough opioids. What a beautiful saying. So friends, years ago said, the medicine revolves around two human beings. Medicine revolves around two human beings. A man or a woman who is ill or imagines to be ill, and another man or a woman in whom he or she has confidence. This coming together of two human beings is called medical consultation. That is why whether you are a homeopath, umapath, yajurpath, any path, as long as you practice empathy, you will be a good doctor. So you require a good doctor. The most powerful two drugs ever invented by mankind are the two kind words of a doctor, said Oliver Wendell Holmes, who wrote, in addition, that if the whole materia medica could be sunk to the bottom of the Arabian seas, that will be worse for the fishes and good for mankind. Did you get it now? So doctor will not die, doctor will be there, but doctor will have to be human and humane. He must be a healer, not a curer. And a healer requires a healer's heart. And let me tell you, patient care is simply caring for the patient.